everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the purpose that the universe has for you. So we live in a universe where everything has a purpose because everything is a manifestation of consciousness. Everything is an aspect of God, universe, and that purpose is not separate from the being. But the main thing that comes in between our purpose and us is our ego. We have been so heavily conditioned with fear, and because of that, all we think about is survival. And definitely survival is something which is important for our safety. But it is not the ultimate goal of life. It is just a part, a step towards evolution, a very basic step. But when we make our entire life about survival, we never discover anything higher. And that's why we see that people who have really good success in their career, in their jobs, but still they feel that something is missing from their lives. They long for something, they feel they have a calling, but they don't know what is it. They also feel lost in some way, that even they have a lot of money, survival wise they are doing good, but they still feel that they are missing something. The reason is they are disconnected from the purpose that they were created for. So if we really want to discover our purpose, if we really want to understand what purpose is, we have to unlearn our conditioning, our ways of survival. And this is why it's very important to understand that the purpose is connected to giving, not taking. This world conditions you with being a taker. It's like the idea of your conditioning is to make you a narcissist, that you always think about taking from others. And if you look the hierarchy of the matrix, you will see the entire system is based upon this principle. The more you can take, the bigger you can become. So it is a very self-centric worldview. Serving others, helping others, giving others. It has no space. It's all about taking. There is no genuine energy. And it is normal in our world to be a taker. But to be a giver, it is seen as something crazy. So you have to be an open-hearted person. You have to unlearn this narcissistic sense of worldview. And for giving, you need empathy. You need to think about others. And this is a very important point for connecting with your purpose. Because purpose is something that is not separate from you. It is the most obvious thing. And you simply have to share that obvious thing with others. But why will you share it if you don't have empathy? If you only do things where you see your own benefit first, where you want to take from others, you can never realize your purpose because you will never think about giving. So you have to change how you project your energy into the world. And this starts with an open heart. Even when you don't know what your purpose is, what that obvious thing is, what your gift is, if you just start being an open-hearted person, if you just start giving that energy of an open heart, sooner or later, you will realize that how you can help others with your gifts. The gifts will start unraveling because you have an open heart. So empathy and open heart are very important because you have to share your energy in purpose. You have to give something beautiful out of you. And now the next thing is the gift, that what it is. That is your purpose. It is the most obvious thing. It is not something that is out there, that is separate, that you have to chase. The reason we think that the purpose is separate from us is because that's how our ego is conditioned. The ego lives for challenges. It lives for something that is far-fetched. When it accomplishes that, it feels, no, I am more. It gets identified with each of the accomplishments. It literally feeds on the energy of the outside world. Outside recognition, validation. But this thing, the purpose, which is the most obvious thing, and different people have different crafts, it has no appeal for the ego. Because in something which you are already good at, where is the challenge? For someone it can be writing, for someone it can be singing, for someone it can be as simple as caretaking. We have to also realize that always purpose is not connected to career. For some people, it can be something which is separate from their career. For example, when you are a mother and you take care of the child and you feel that that was your purpose. For someone else, it can be that they are a motivational speaker, they are a spiritual teacher. Now there is a harmony, there is a oneness, But not everyone is the same. For some, their career can be different and their purpose can be different. So there is no right way to do this thing. You have to see life as multidimensional, that there are many ways to follow your purpose. And you have to just realize that it's about giving and sharing your energy with a beautiful intention of helping others, of serving others. From one perspective, it is selfless, but from another perspective, it's also full of self, because you are doing something that you absolutely love. So you are not sacrificing yourself. This is a selflessness which is of not sacrifice, which is of not self-abandonment. So don't confuse with this. Here you are also loving yourself. You are so full of energy that you want to share, but it will only happen with an open heart. You can't perceive things of purpose with the mind, with the intellect, because it only thinks about profit. It has nothing of the heart. So you have to unlearn those ways if you really want to discover, realize what your purpose is. And maybe you're already living that, but you are not just realizing it. You are seeking it outside of yourself. So it is the most obvious thing. So obvious that your ego is not recognizing it. It needs challenge. So it's saying it doesn't exist. This is not it. So once you realize that this is my craft, this is what I'm good at. Now the next part is the sharing thing. You simply have to share it in the moment without thinking of the outcome. Only the ego lives for the outcome. If it wants to go on a challenge, it will only go on that challenge because there will be an outcome of that challenge, a certificate, a recognition. But when you do something of purpose, it is a pathless path. There is no outcome involved. You are just doing it for the sake of doing it, because it is something that gives you joy in the moment. So it is a pathless path. You take the first step and the next is revealed. You live in the moment, you share your energy, you give your energy with a beautiful intention, and you let go of the outcome. You don't even think about the outcome because you no longer live in time. The more you live with an open heart, the more you live in the moment, with a meditativeness in your life, with intention in your life, naturally you don't live for outcome, because life is enough. This moment is enough. Why do we live for outcome? Because we think the moment is lacking something. This moment is not whole, full of life. We are missing something constantly, because we don't realize life is here and now, and it is complete in itself. We don't need anything outside. So this purpose is in this moment. It's not in the future. It's not a goal. It's not a degree. It's not a certificate. It's here. It's now. You can tap into it right now. Whenever you are just sitting by yourself, maybe writing something, maybe singing, maybe dancing, maybe painting, in whatever way you express yourself effortlessly, that is your purpose, because it is not separate from you. And from a really higher perspective, your purpose is something where the universe, this consciousness source, is experiencing itself through you in a unique way. That uniqueness is your purpose, that beingness, that when you are just being yourself, you are most aligned, and you can only be that in the moment. So this present moment is the portal to access all that you are. Your gifts, your purpose, your consciousness. The more you live in the mind, you are never in the moment. You're always chasing something. You are living in the future. You get stuck in time. And when you live in time, you are always anxious. You're always worried. You're never enjoying the moment. So the universe has a purpose for you. But you just have to open your heart. You have to have empathy. Unlearn your old ways. And do what you love. Share your energy with an open heart. And don't worry about the outcome. And when you let go of the outcome, when you just do it with pure intention, the path keeps getting created. Because you are not thinking about the outcome, it comes to you. It all gravitates towards you. Whether it's abundance in the form of money, whether it's abundance in the form of relationships, friendships, connections, everything just comes to you because you are not chasing it. And this is the highest vibration that you can tap into, because you are saying yes to life. You are saying yes to the universe. You're answering the call when you are expressing your true authentic self. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like, comment and share. And thank you for taking the time to subscribe. Much love to you all.